Recently, the Culver Public Policy Center hosted a lecture titled Henry Wallace, Franklin Roosevelt, and the Relevance of the New Deal for the 21st Century. Senior Fellow and Resident Historian of the Roosevelt Institute and Associate Professor of History at Marist College, David B. Woolner presented the lecture.
Yeah, what we talked about tonight was we looked at the New Deal, we looked at Franklin Roosevelt's involvement in the New Deal, of course, and we looked at Henry Wallace's involvement to a certain extent in the New Deal. And then we looked at the similarities between what happened recently in our own current financial crisis and what was similar and what was different between the challenges that President Roosevelt faced in 1933 and the challenge that President Obama faced in 2009 when he took office. So we examined some of the similarities, but we also examined some of the differences, the different political environment, the differences in personality, and the differences in approach to trying to solve these types of problems.
One thing that Woolner wanted the audience to take away was the state the country was in when the New Deal was formed.
I would want them to understand just how bad things were in the United States in the 1930s and what a challenge President Roosevelt and Henry Wallace faced in trying to lift America from this really paralytic depression that had come upon it in the 1930s. And just get an understanding of how much government can fix these types of problems.
Woolner recommends that anyone who's interested in government to look at the New Deal and its outcomes.
I think it would be great for students who are interested in government and interested in going into government to look closely at the New Deal and what was achieved by Congress, by the White House, in what was really the most difficult time in American history. I also think it would be good for students to understand that the New Deal essentially transformed America. Between 1933 and 1945, you had a completely different relationship between the American people and their government, and a completely different relationship between the United States and the rest of the world.
For Simpson.edu, I'm Hannah Russman.